I'm Pakistani and watching Mr. Pakistan. Today this video I will teach you how you can make a WD using a chest tit. WD guitar. So first these are chassis. Chassis will come as well as materials like two wheels, two motor, chassis, some chassis parts which is made of plexiglass and like that. First up, this plexiglass is made of CNC mill or laser engraver. So there are plastic protective layer. Then first you can peel off the layer in order to make a project. First you can peel all the layers out, and then the fiberglass is the protective layer which protects the fiberglass. But when making a project, you need to remove a glass. It is not matter because if you not like to remove, you can not remove. But right now I remove in order to look a professional look. First you can peel off these all the labels, and it looks like the right laser engraving plexiglass. It is a plexi and top side is bottom. And if you cannot remove this layer, you can just easily by applying a little bit water in cases, and then it will easily remove out. This time my machine it is electronics. We plan to put the water, but not in the assemble time. Only before the assembling. Thus, first this is a glass fiberglass. You need to little bit wet them and remove that sweat. Outer shall be wet, and it will remove easily. Then you can dry it, and then you can use fix the electronic assembly afterwards. It easy matter to remove the top paper because top paper is a thermo paper. This time you can think which way which variant I car made is made because you can right now I made a car. So this is part one. Part two I first made a body and car. Later brain circuitry I fit the second part, which is depending on if you like you can use sound sensors to make a clap control or use Bluetooth control using Bluetooth, and if you want to you can use uh, ultrasonic sensors for optical avoidance both. So I not made a circuit right now. We can make a chassis only assemble the body. So because later in the upcoming future I use this body variant and fit the circuit separately one by one and without remaking anything, and then we can use with this star with multiple waves project in multiples. So this is a very common thing, and this part which parts right now I made in this video is a common. So if you make any robot star robot, this part is common. So any method you can version you can make this part, then this part with all pieces strip it out. We need a separate wires which is not separate wires. There's a wire, 4 wires for each, 2 wires for each one motor. First we connect the wires to the motor, and then we can fit the motor into a chassis. First I did that unstrip the wire. This wire already stripped, so you need to re-strip the wire because this first wire again a little bit. Not remove the full layer first. This is a trick, bonus trick. Never remove completely the piece of insulation of the wire, because if you remove the wire insulation first, that case wire are stretching it to the some little tiny little pairs, which means it will never pass at once with this pole. So that's why Now we can tight this wire. Generally tie the wire, not to push, because this terminal is very sensitive. It will break if you put the overload. And if you like, you can solder it, but I not solder it. So because I not that completely, so I not just manually, and then but I not that permanent. So that's why I not solder it and tie the little bit wire so it will not come out. And you can also apply a little bit tape or hot glue if you like, if you made a permanent connection, but I not made a permanent connection because I use this many times. Similarly, twist the other wire, not fully removed, and then pass to this wire with the setting terminal is temporary, not matter, so it's not matter. So one by one wire will be connected there, and then similar and that this way, and touch this remaining part with scissor. Similarly, we connect our setting motor with two wires, and then we connect fit the motor into a chassis with provided material, nuts and bolts, and the materials. This time we can remove the little bit old wire because I made this project already one time ago, about 1 month ago. That time I not made a video because that time I am teach myself to how we can easily assemble the car first time, because you may know if you assemble anything the first time it is very difficult. So that's why first I can assemble myself without video, because first time we can do this small little work at a time, just this small little work, because first attempt is always difficult in first attempt. So this is my second attempt to make up this one, so that's why I removed some old connections wires which I already connect, and later I cut them. So while are still pieces inside there, so I will need to remove permanent in order to put a new wire in. This time we put this wire top side because this flap there, this flap blocks the wire coming to the other side. So wires to top side will be, and then tight it. Even though if you put the wire bottom side, this strip will block the wire to coming out. Now that's the wire, and tighten up. Similar way, the last connection. This time this process is a mechanical process. There is not electrical process is there, only mechanical process is there. This part is mechanical part, assemble of mechanical setup and electrical setup we made in the next part. All these wires back. So this time I put the wire upwards because this wire similarly if I put downside, wire will be blocked due of the strip will be hold the wire and strip the wire, hold the wire, and now tight wire still blocked the strip. Now this one is left. Now that the extra piece right there will tight up, because it will not remove. Now these are two spindles. Put the spindle at in this side. Which side is one is side terminal side, which facing the terminal side are major. Now at this side, only at the other side, which side will not any terminal. This knot and this knot line then, and then gently push and it will lock like that. Now take this four fasteners or brackets, whatever you call manual, this start this fastener, then place this one fastener in the chassis like there, and then place a wheel like that way. That's this way. This wheel is facing an inner side, and then we put a second bracket or fastener, whatever you call this bracket, and light. Now we then need a two screws, which is a longer screws, and four screws, which is with there, and four screws placed inserting first screws with this bracket, like one there. I use longer screws. Remove the screws, we then use longer screws, and four screws we need, and place there, one there, other there. Now place two in the bracket, and this bracket, make sure this bracket, this edge side will be down and this flat side is on top, and then place this two are there, and there go motor, and push this switch this next, and now hold this one and place such a way by placing the thumb in this fastener down, and place this fastener in a line, and now push this bolt until it will go to the side of the bracket or fasteners, like that. And now we then need two bolts, using two bolts to tight this in place, and we then also need a screwdriver to some fitting. So there is a screwdriver. I can screw the pins first, like that. Flathead screwdriver will work if you have, but if you have no star screw, then you can use a flathead screwdriver. It will also be fine, but it will take little bit effort to fit. Once screws fit, never tie too much screws, otherwise this plexiglass will break while tightening the screw. Now two screws are tight. Similarly, more motor and other side of chassis, and there come with two wheel, and other come with other variants like four wheeler one. There are four motors. This is a two wheeler one. And so not too tight, otherwise it will break up plexiglass. Not too low, not too tight. Now take other wheel, and this wheel I reconnect this in the same place which place. This is the terminal side and this is the other side. So other side will be connect this black wheel. So this will be do like over here, like that away. This black wheel facing inwards and this empty slot will facing outwards. And we need two more screws, and two waters. Here we use again and four and five. There are two. There are lots of screws, but only few screws are using, or few other extra screws. There are this one, and where we will first place there are fasteners or brackets, whatever it is, where is the fastener or bracket. One there, we need one more. There are two. Place one bracket. It's there hole with a similar seal in this hole, and this third side is the down side, and this top side, this flat side is come top. And then we place two screws to other fasteners. There are the motor. Pass to the motor. Such a way will this side is facing inwards, and then pass to a fastener. Before that we come one more bolt. But we also come all the wire materials later with an easy part when I install the next. It's easy to find the proper neck, and then we can tie this one screw. One bonus thing, I place the switch screws, I mean this side, not this side, because these screws are longer the frame or chassis. That means if we can put the other side, extra screw will be touching to a wheel, main wheel. That means it will mean will be stucking by extra nut or extra screw. That's why we put a screw out to in, mean this side to the top side to inner side. That means extra screw will be sit under the chassis, not out of the chassis. So it will never and it will stay in place without okay, rubbing with wheel. Because if rubbing the wheel, it will wheel blocking from moving. So that's why we can do this. This time, these two nuts are little bit loose. Once pause, while I will quickly do that to fit and then continue the video. Once pause. Now I tidy all these nuts back. Now you may understand what I saying while I tighten up. Now open up this wheel first. Now you can see it is a little bit gap. This extra screw will come in inner side. It will touch the wheel and it will stop the wheel. So wheel will not move. The notch, align this notch to a motor notch and then push it. It easily go inside. If you put wrong way, it will not go. And then we use a tester wheel and 4 M3 nuts. Place M3 nuts. Place M3 nuts first. And we place M3 nuts first with, and then we need to place a spacers free wheel. It will goes like that. This spacers is give a space between little bit leveling the front wheel and back wheel and give a space between back little bit space between main chassis and the frame. And now place screws and place the spacers. The 4 spacers. We need to put the 4 spacers like that. And then we also need a 4 bolts. This bolts is hold this unit to the main chassis. This spacer's job is that to hold the nut and hold the specific angle height, so it will it will maintain the front wheel and back wheel. So it is not the first wheel is up and not level in also plane level, because you may know if the both up front wheel is shorter than back below down with other wheels, there you have all the weight is instead center weight will come center in the front side or back side. That will the both will are this balance balancing, so that's why also kind of made a balance equal. That's why it use spacers to adjust the height. Adjust the height. Now place the last final spacer. There's total 4 spacers for lifting the front wheel. In this one there's not matter, you can put all the screws just for extra stability. You can add full screws. Otherwise, if you may add only 2 or 1 screw, it still be working. But there is not matter. Or you can use double-sided tape if you like for mounting. But I use screws because this will come will screw. This kit will come. These are will screw. And now place about this way. So keep in mind this side is bottom side and this side is top. There's one confusion because both sides are same plastic, same material or plexiglass. So there's no any marking which side is up and which side is down. So you might be confused which side is top and which side is bottom. It is very highly matter which side is top and which side is bottom because it right now it's too tight. First we then do place the bolts first and then tight it up. I think this is a good idea because if you try to tight first and then place other bolt afterwards, it will chance to slip the bolt as the bolt slip out. First place the bolt and after tight it because this one I blocked with my thumb, stop it falling down with my thumb. And now place one last one by taking up one bolt. This is a bolt, and now place this bolt one here and then tight all the bolts, not too tight, not too loose. Now there are screwdriver tights the bolts by placing the thumb on the top, because when push the nuts it will top nut will not go the now tight stop like that. Similarly with this one, when you tight this nut, top nut is going to be loose because the bottom nut spacer and top nut alignment is little bit different because top nut is closing anti-clockwise and bottom nut will closing top side, and I mean clockwise. So both are direction is different. So that's why if you close the one, other will be automatically open. So that's why we can close one by one. One side will be and other side will one side with two and other side with and. Now it's fixed. And this time this side is little bit loose, but it is not the problem. If you like, you can tight it more. And right now we take a wires pass through the hole in it to the outside of casing. Similarly, we can put other wires in other sides and this is a tar, and now this video end with part 1 is end with part 2 with adding a setting inside of the star and which setting is drive to main, which setting is change the every time which star you are making it, because if you making a star like a sound slap control star then use sound sensors, other if Bluetooth star then use Bluetooth, and other star like optical avoidance board then use optical avoidance ultrasonic sensor. And this is the main thing of entire unit. So this part is always all the time used in up 5 or 6 projects, and this thing is common and circuit will be changed every time by time. And this will come next to pause.